today's exercise of the week is the Piriformis syndrome. So the difference between sciatica and the piriformis is that a lot of people think that they have sciatica, but it's really been misdiagnosed. True sciatica is caused by an accident or an injury, but most often it's caused by two vertebrae squeezing the sciatic nerve. This is a medical condition, and it's treated by a doctor or a physical therapist, and it's often managed with medications. But the pain generally starts in the back and goes down the back of the leg into the sciatic. The difference between the piriformis is that the piriformis syndrome is a collection of symptoms. It's often regular stretching that will alleviate the symptoms. So in many cases, stretching the piriformis can reduce irritation to the nerve. So often with the piriformis, the pain begins in the buttocks, not the lower back. That's the main difference, and it runs down one leg, not both of them. So today, we are going to work on the piriformis, and I'm going to show you some exercises to help stretch that out. So, some issues that will aggravate your piriformis is your lifestyle, such as how we sleep, how we sit, and all of that can contribute. So sitting with your legs crossed at the knees tightens your piriformis. What you want to do is either sit with your legs apart like a man does, or you want to you want your feet parallel right over your hips, your abs in, and your legs apart. You don't want to cross the ankles or cross the knees. That tightens it. So walking, when we walk, we want to walk with our legs parallel. So if you're on a treadmill or you're observing your walk, you want to make sure you're not rotating externally from the hip and walking duck-like. Make sure your feet are parallel. So let's just walk in place, keep your abs in, swing your arms gently or hold on to something, but make sure your knees are right over your toes and your hips are squared, they're parallel. So that's something that we definitely want to practice to prevent these issues. All right, good. Let's go ahead and sit down. And some of the symptoms are pain initiated in the glutes, running down the back of your leg. You might feel some numbness or tingling in the glutes down the leg, and it's typically in one leg, not both. A lot of times this is initiated after middle age, and the ratio of incidence in men to women is 1 to 6. So more women than men will be getting these kind of pains. So the steps to a healthy piriformis is to identify and correct your lifestyle issues. Men, if you're carrying a heavy wallet in one pocket all the time in the same pocket, try to make that wallet smaller and put it on both sides, alternating. Don't always put your wallet in the same side, because if you're sitting down, that throws the hip out of alignment and can cause pain. You want to stretch multiple times a day, working on mobility and range of motion, and we want to strengthen the piriformis, especially before or after a total hip replacement. So, some hip stretches we're going to start with. Sit up straight and tall. Just cross your ankle, take your hand, and press that knee open. Lift from the belly, press down. We want to hold this stretch for 10 to 30 seconds. So you're pushing against that leg, and you might feel immediate relief. Just press and hold. So you want to do this multiple times a day. Good. Release. Let's switch legs. Cross at the ankle. Take your hand. Press that knee open. Lift your head and chest. Pull your abs in. Press against that leg, feeling the stretch in the hip. Breathe. So we want to hold for 10 to 30 seconds and do this 3 to 5 times a day. Another exercise that we can do is, instead of crossing at the knee, if you can, cross at your ankle. Sit up straight, gently lean forward, pressing that knee open, and again, breathe and hold. Relax your shoulders. 10 to 30 seconds. Hold that stretch. Good. Release. Let's switch legs. Cross at the ankle if you can. Lean your forearm into your thigh. Gently lean forward. Relax into that stretch. Breathe and hold. So these stretches you want to do multiple times a day. Try to work up to 3 times a day, sometimes 5. All right, we're going to come down to the floor now. So I know many of you cannot get down on the floor. This is something you can do in your bed. So in the morning when you wake up, or at night before you go to bed, you're laying in bed. Lie on your back. Take your legs apart and then just gently lower one knee toward the center and then come back to the center. Lower the knee, come back to the center. Stretching the hip. Press that knee down. Release back to the center. Press the knee down. Release center. So just do about 10 of these on either side. It's a good thing to do these first thing in the morning or right before you go to bed at night. If you can get down on the floor and do them, that's great. Otherwise, just do this laying in bed. Okay, now you're going to cross one ankle at the knee and then press that knee open. So this is similar to what we did sitting, but we're just doing it down on our backs. Press that knee open. Feel the stretch. Again, hold for 10 to 30 seconds. And then building from this, if you can, you're going to lift that back leg and then reach through, clasping your hands behind your thigh. Pull your shoulders and chin down. Press that knee open. Breathe into that stretch. You want to exhale into the hip so you feel the stretch. Good. Release. And switch sides. Press the knee open. Take your hand. Press the knee and hold. Breathe into that stretch. Most of us have tight hips. This should feel very good. It should alleviate the pain. And then if you can, reach through, clasping your hand behind your thigh. Pull your shoulders down. This is a good place to circle your ankles. If you circle your ankles 10 times in both directions, you know you've held the stretch for a long enough time. Good. Release. And lower your legs again. Legs apart. Drop one knee again, and then the other. So you want to stretch the piriformis, and you want to strengthen it as well. So anytime you're going to get up from the floor or from the bed, it's easier if you roll onto your side first. Use your hands, and then gently come on up. And go ahead and hold on to a chair or something to help get up. Okay, and those are some hip stretches that you can do for your piriformis. Thank you.